sports. Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock an FBC Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. Today, a Sunshine State showdown, and in Florida, they believe their level of football is just a cut above. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle. and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll give it to Johnson. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Right back to the well. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Knights! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Running behind that left side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They go to the ground.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Buys a little time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Man, that one just sailed on. He's trying to throw it to his wide receiver out wide towards the sideline. Obviously a difficult throw to make, but he was a little bit off the mark on that.
They'll give it to the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this team tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Fakes his man out. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And here's the return. And the returner goes down. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Knights are flying down the field.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Knights have taken it inside the 20. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking for a gap. It's Richardson. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground. There's not much left. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. The back goes in motion. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with 2 points.
Oh, he missed it. An 84-yard drive there, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flush down to the pocket. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. And no doubt about it, an easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Get it out on the screen. And he's down after making the grab. Good pick up there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's fourth down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it! And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big fourth downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes with the return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Knights in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. Takes the grab over the middle. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man covered.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
That's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Harvey. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get it.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. He's right on target. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. They've got the screen set up. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game?
Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I know it was incomplete. I'm an offensive coordinator. Taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gacked.
He'll try to do it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
On third down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air. It's Lagway. He wants it all. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking to pass. It's Jefferson. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to this progression.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try the run. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Pirouettes through. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back with cat-like quickness?
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job on the base defense making a play.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that.
That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it! Touchdown, Gator! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Montgomery. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down for the tackle.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella.
Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Knights! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback. Getting it out quick.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big force fumble, big momentum play created.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, you've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Running back searching for a hole. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's looking to throw it. Going up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it. And they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter.
He's into the open down the middle. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Knights! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down for this offense. Tosses it back. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. He's going up top here late in the game. And he makes the catch inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Might be looking to run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the up. It's loose. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the 1st down, get out of bounds, and stop the play.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
To the air, it's Lagway. Quick strike complete. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job on this defense.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Florida! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,